Okay, guys, this is the video you were waiting for. This is the laws guide. There's three type of guides, right? I guide laws. There is good laws, situational laws, and always bad laws, right? So I'm gonna explain you about the situation principle. Like the most important thing I'm gonna explain in this video is the situational laws that you maybe you want this one or another one. But the good laws, I'm gonna explain why it's better and go to the next, because this video will be long, so I don't want to stay like explaining everything about one law that you are gonna go, right? So, okay, starting with this, theocracy, council republic, corporate state, they usually are, if depending of your playstyle. If you want to go like a roleplay theocracy is good, but I have to say theocracy is kinda the worst, because the Catholic group is kinda bad, not like the like not the communists or the corporate state. But yeah, you can go maybe. But removing this is situational. Monarchy is usually a good law depending of the political people you have. Because if you remember the video of yesterday about the military, or the military, you saw that they have traits, right? The politicals, they also have traits, right? So a king, he has 18 years old to 65. So if you remember the video, he's gonna get a lot of traits about the political traits. So you can get an actually good king. But if your king is bad, for example, China king is kinda bad because Yu Day One. Oh no, sorry. Is the child. The child has traits. It has special traits, but I think this one has. Okay, this guy is bad as fuck. You don't want this guy as a king, right? He has expensive taxes that gives you 5% tax waste, and arrogant that removes you 10 of legitimacy. This king is actually bad. You don't want a republic with Japan because you have missions that they are good. But if Japan doesn't have missions, you want to remove the monarchy because this guy is a fucking shit. This guy is good, is good. He's not like super good, but he's decent. But the thing is, you don't want a king with bad traits. But if your king has good traits, you want that because it gives you more authority. And obviously, depending of the interest group he is, that removes a bit of ideological compatibility. But if, for example, your king is for petit bourgeoisie, military, or for example, the like this trade, modernizer, not modernizer, sorry, free trade, bro. Wait, no, this is not. Is this? If your king, for example, is a market liberal, it's super fine also, because he's from the he's from from the fucking aristocracy. So yeah, yeah, that's the situational. You always want the monarchy if your king is good and it's a good interest group. If it don't, you go republic, or obviously some type of this thing. You can go presidential or parliamentary. Both of them are fine. With parliamentary republic, you are gonna get a lot more of legitimacy because you don't have like a penalty from the head of state, and you have 20 of legitimacy based on votes, and one of government side allowance that gives you also a lot of legitimacy because for how legitimacy works in the game, right? So if you, for example, have imagine you're South America day one, right? South America has a lot of, they're all presidential republics, right? All of them. The thing is, they have a strong military and aristocracy. So doing that, obviously you don't want this. You prefer a republic, a parliamentary republic. But if, for example, you have good political traits, like political government like this, you maybe can prefer a presidential because you want more this one of these three guys being your head of state. Okay, imagine this doesn't exist. So you get more legitimacy because this is a political party. Okay, so you usually want presidential if the head of your state will be a guy you want, like a communist, a petit bourgeoisie, intelligentsia, or industrialist. And if it isn't, you prefer this for more legitimacy, or this is roleplay. But yeah, corporate state gives you 25% petit bourgeoisie, two of government side. You know, this is situational. If you want to communist, go this. If you want to go fascist, go this. You want to autocracy, go this. But they are also decent. But if you prefer to stay like good always, these two laws are the best, I think. This is kinda easy to explain. Okay, in autocracy to universal suffrage is like more authority thing to less authority thing. This it gives you like more legitimacy but less authority. This gives you more authority, and depending of the political party you have, you're gonna have zero legitimacy. The thing is, you usually don't want autocracy. Maybe if you want to do roleplay, as I said before, but you usually want to go down to landed voting. The first, because this is bad. Go to autocracy to universal is kinda like hard sometimes. So you prefer to like before that go landed voting, because landed voting allows democracy and political parties exist, and with that it's so fine because you can like the democracy destroys the landowners slowly, right? Because when you industrialize, you kill landowners. So go to autocracy to landed voting is good, and after landed voting, you can choose to go wealth, census, and universal. Right now there is like they did the buff, kinda interesting law, a buff that now is technocracy, because technocracy now it gives you one free charter company and one max company. So you maybe want this. You want this law because it gives you companies, but you have to remember this law is super bad, because if you see this is after autocracy, this thing with this thing you're not gonna get a lot of legitimacy usually. So yeah, you have to remember that maybe this is bad because you don't have legitimacy, and some special interested groups that you maybe don't want because, for example, you want to go communist. But yeah, you have to think that maybe it's good for you or doesn't good for you. But this is only for intelligentsia bourgeoisie, okay, and militaries. But yeah, and anarchy, you never want to go that. But if you are like doing like roleplay, yeah, this is bad. It's super low bad. It removes you half of authority. It gives you legitimacy to govern the side. Whatever. This law is a shit. And for the meta build, okay, for the meta build, you usually want to go always single party state, okay? Usually single party state is OP because you put like one political party in the head and it gives you a lot of legitimacy. So you have 100 legitimacy with a political party. And if, for example, that they are the communists, okay, you can, for example, swap your political leader as, for example, if you want multiculturalism, you can put a guy that wants, and you have 100% possibilities to put the law. It's crazy. This is the best law in the game, in the meta, okay, in the meta. So yeah, you want single state party if you can, and if you see that the single party state is the one you want. Yeah. No, racial segregation. Okay, this is important because some people think that multiculturalism is the best. Yeah, obviously it's the best. But maybe you want to play fascist ethnostate. Ethnostate obviously is a bad law technically because you don't accept any other different guy that is not in your primary culture, right? But the thing is, it's not only that it gives you this. Obviously this is a fucking long text, but you only have to see that your primary culture will have 25 more wage percent. If he is like, for example, 10 is earning 10 euros, he's gonna get 12. That's super good. That's like giving more money. By the way, but it's not like more money that they take from the building. It's like imagine money. It's a money that it's created from the nothing. So you create money with this. So also it gives you political strange loyalism. Yeah, loyalism, and that's the important thing. Allow simulation, whatever. So you maybe can go like not ethnostate, but maybe national supremacy, because it gives you like more stats to the stats. More wages, right? So depending of your playstyle, for example, if you have France, maybe you can prefer national supremacy because you don't have like two cultures, and yeah, you can play with that because you don't need more migrations because your country doesn't need more migrations. But for example, if you're in the United States, yeah, you need always multiculturalism. UK needs multiculturalism. Holland needs multiculturalism. Or any country can have multiculturalism. But I'm saying in a normal way, in a normal game. Okay. Yeah. Obviously that depends on your playstyle. But if with Germany you can go maybe fascist, and have more wages. This is an example. Or yeah, you can go cultural exclusion, multiculturalism, and get migrations. Both of them are acceptable. But don't underestimate those. Okay, and if you, for example, go ethno-state, that removes a lot of, or national supremacy, that removes a lot of acceptance, maybe you can go also state religion. Because state religion will do some people, for example, imagine you are French, right? If you are French, and you go, wait, I'm going to go to Frenchy people. I'm going to go to culture. Okay. If you go, for example, national supremacy, these people will decrease from tier 5. He's gonna get in tier 4. But with religion, with state religion, you are gonna make them again become part of the tier 5 because you will accept them because they will have like 50 more points of acceptance. So, maybe, depending on your playstyle, you can do like a playthrough that you become like national supremacy and you go state religion to the people that is in your religion is gonna be accepted in tier 5. So, you have more wages and you play with wages. Or you also, by the way, if you go segregation and religion, you can accept, for example, the Germanic in tier 5. And you don't have like bad wages because national segregation, it has good wages also. So you will have 50% wages to every people that is from your religion. That's also nice. That's a way to play, okay? It's not like multiculturalism always. Okay, this is easy to understand. Hereditary bureaucrats isn't good at all. You usually want to swap depending if your country doesn't have taxation capacity. If, for example, you are China, you need this because you need a lot of taxation. And elected bureaucrats, this is more special from the countries that they are small. For example, Holland. So because he doesn't need more bureaucracy, because he usually has all the taxation done. He doesn't need this lot. He needs this for the institutions. That's depending on your country. I think big countries like Russia, China, USA at the late game, they usually, well, not in the late game, sorry. They usually prefer appointed bureaucrats, and I think small countries like Germany, some things, they eventually should go elected bureaucrats. This is my opinion. Obviously, you can think that this is better because whatever, and this is better because these two are good laws. Professional army. Usually, okay, peasant levies is shit. You don't want peasant levies. In a multiplayer, you usually want professional army or mass conscription, depending of the rules of the game. National army is kinda bad because you don't have army. I mean, you are gonna train them, but it's not good because the wars. Maybe the war he declares you, he has like 600 army, and he's gonna destroy you before you have your army done. You usually want professional army mass conscription. These two are good laws. I can explain why, but I think I don't want to do the video super long. But it's just because that gives you stats to the moral laws and weekly unit experience. And if you remember what I told you yesterday about the video, you will remember why this is good. And yeah, and the mass conscription is because you have a lot of army and a lot of conscription. National Guard. Usually you prefer one of them. You can play without home affairs. It's not crazy. National Guard is fine because it gives you clout to the petit bourgeoisie, and depending on your playstyle, you can like this. It gives you conscription rate. That this is good because it gives you more potentials, as you see, more potential conscriptions. This law is good because yeah, more conscriptions, less impact from these shits. This is good actually. This is fine, and this is fine. Secret police, it's a bit the same, but it gives you like support separatism strength, support separatism resistance. It's more like to make your revolutions be weaker. And remember, this is if you increase the institution, these debuffs are better, and liberty desires, sorry, guaranteed liberties, revolution speed, radical duelist. Usually in the multiplayer, you prefer national guard or secret police, because in the late game, the wars you do are kinda crazy, because they are like, how can I explain this? Usually will have a lot of radicals, because when you are in the late game, you have to in the big wars you have to increase taxes, and taxes will create a lot of radicals, and maybe it starts a revolution. So this is good because it makes the revolutions be worse. Or national guard, that it does the same with political movement activism. I usually go national guard. I think is the best law, but whatever. Interventionism, yeah. There is a problem with this, because cooperative ownership and common economy, they are good laws, but they are like a bit bug. But okay, imagine the laws are solved and they are good now again. Okay, you usually want to go interventionism, laissez-faire, cooperative ownership, and common economy. I'm not gonna like explain why these four, because I'm gonna do a video of economy another day, explaining about which laws are better of this. But I'm just gonna say interventionism has you build more, you have 50 of construction, one more charter, whatever. Government dividends efficiency, that is super good, and nationalization investment return, whatever. And you have monopolies. You can have monopolies. Laissez-faire is super good also, because it gives you 2 charters. Okay, the provided will have the 75%. You have less loans. Sorry, loans interest rate. Government dividends efficiency reinvestment. This is also nice. All the devices you have there will be privatized, and you can't do anything. You can't have monopolies. You can nationalize it, and you will have more capitalist efficiency. By the way, how this works? This works like if a capitalist invests like 100 into the investment pool, for some reason now it's 125, and he doesn't pay that. He only paid 100. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, laissez-faire. This is the laissez-faire, cooperative ownership. Cooperative ownership and common economy. They are like laws that they give you a lot of quality of life, a lot, literally. If you want to have a lot of quality of life, these two laws are the meta, okay? So yeah, that's the thing. Common economy is kind of the same. It's like there too are situational laws, and by the way, to unlock them, you need to have special laws, because yeah, look, you need to have council, republic, corporate state, and this is the same. You need autocracy, oligarchical relations, single technocracy. I usually go interventionism or laissez-faire. I don't like, they are good, but I don't like them at all. This is kind of hard to explain, but I'm just gonna say protectionism or free trade. Free trade, I think, is the meta right now, because it gives you 25% trade advantage. So yeah, but at the early game you can kinda prefer protectionism, but you just have to remember that you need to play with tariffs. But both of them are like late game playable. It's fine. Both of them are fine. But free trade, it gives you more stats, I have to say. Okay, this is kinda easy, you can imagine. Usually you prefer to go proportional taxation if your country is not developed. Imagine China right now, day one, sorry. You can go proportional, you're gonna lose a lot of money. But countries that they are highly developed, you can go proportional or proportional taxation or graduated taxation, because one, they give you a lot of quality of life. Second, you get a lot of money, crazy, but really crazy. But day one usually is better per capita, but eventually you have to swap to proportional or graduated taxation. Okay, this easy. Serfdom is bad, but if you have the serfdom of Austria, it's fine because it's OP. Like this law, it's super good. Moralism is super good because it gives you more stats to the construction. Look, if you see, for example, Bohemia, you're gonna see that it gives to Bohemia 20% of construction efficiency. So super good Alta. But removing that, okay, if you want to go communist, you should go collectivist agriculture. That is what it gives you a lot of like quality of life. But removing that, because I said I don't like communism. Well, I usually play for communism, but I don't like communism because I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna do another video about the government, but maybe, but it's playable, okay, and it's kinda good also. But yeah, tenant farmers, the problem with tenant farmers is good because if you want to remove serfdom and you say, okay, I'm gonna go tenant farmers, okay, it's fine. But it's important that you have to remember that internal migration for peasants is not allowed. So, for example, France, that they don't have like a lot of provinces to build, only Rhone, Alsace-Lorraine, maybe Burgundy, or Limousin, all of these provinces that they are fucking shit, they don't have like, they don't have a lot of buildings, okay? And well, they have buildings, but they will migrate slowly to the Rhone or Limousin or Alsace-Lorraine. So if you had, for example, commercialized agriculture or homesteading, they will migrate even more, and they will invest. So your investment pool will be bigger. But another thing that maybe you can choose, even homesteading, is commercial agriculture, but you would need mutual funds. But this is this is the thing I want to explain you. This law is a trap, because if you see, enacting commercialized agriculture will increase the likelihood that financial districts will purchase plantation, ranches, and agriculture buildings. Okay, this is fucking bad. Okay, because this I will talk about that in the guide of pop growth. But okay, imagine you're Spain. You don't have a lot of farmlands. Okay. But when your country scales and you have like 1 million investment pool every week, if you do that, your investment pool is gonna build all the arable land. You say, okay, why is this important? Because you never will have peasants. They will be unemployed, and unemployed people has less 40% of bid rate. And you say, no, but I'm so cool. No, you will have always a bit of unemployed. Or no, because your playstyle is like build all your peasants, but this is bad in a multiplayer. You always want to have population, not like in peasants, like waiting for build for another device. I'm gonna explain about that in the population guide, but you just have to remember that you don't want to remove all the peasants of your country. And unemployed are bad, so this is bad. I won't never go this. Maybe United States, because United States has a lot of like, they have a lot of arable land, because he has infinite that. But this is a bad law, I think. But yeah, that does, by the way, Petit bourgeoisie will be super strong and trade unions super strong, okay? But I usually go homesteading. I think it's the best because it gives you more investment pool, because compared to this, it gives you more investment pool. It makes the rural fork stronger, and depending of the country you are, that's good. So yeah. And the other thing that it says that Petit bourgeoisie will be attracted to employed in rural buildings. But nice, this is fucking nice. Okay. Depending of the country you are, you usually start with colonial resettlement or frontier colonization. If you want to colonize and exploit, this is the best, because it gives you throughput to the plantations. That, for example, the rhubarb, that's super good, because, or the mines, nice. Forest is throughput, rubber. This is good. I usually want this because it gives you more throughput, and this is shit. I mean, I don't understand who will go this. Migration attraction to incorporated states. Like, maybe, I don't know, if you are China and you want to migrate fucking people to Africa, yeah, maybe that's nice for you, but you usually don't want this. And frontier colonization is the same. But you only can colonize the frontier things. But yeah, you usually want the colonial explosion because it gives you throughput. It gives you 10 on decay, but you don't care. And wage to incorporate the state. Like, this is fucking, this is super good law. Really super good law. Okay, dedicated police. You want the police, you never want to go military police because it gives you mortality per turmoil, so not nice. And you usually want to go dedicated force because you want to remove landowners' political strength. But if you nah, I mean, there is no chance. You always want to go dedicated police. I think it's the best. I mean, you can argue with me why police is also good. I mean, it isn't bad at all, but Dedicati Police, I think, is the best because yeah, at the first you can you want to remove political strange from the landowners. Okay, so yeah, I don't like the local police, but and never stay with police all the game. I mean, you want the police eventually. Maybe not with China Day 1, but yeah. Public school is the best. Okay, I'm not gonna explain why. Religious gives you like, I mean, it gives you more education access than any other. Okay, any other. So doesn't care the other. Nice. Okay, health system. The best is public health insecure insurance. But by far, okay, there's literally no any other pathing. I mean, you always want to go public, always. And if you are in charity hospitals like UK or Spain, you should go to no healthy system and then swap to public. This is the good way to go to public. Remove and then go again. Okay, censorship. Usually, and when I say usually, everyone should go political speech or right of assembly. There is no any pathing. If you go this, less 50% technology spread is a fucking shit. I'm sorry. There is no any fucking way you can go this. Censorship is like not crazy bad, but you prefer always to go protest speech and right of assembly because it gives you 25% technology spread or any debuff or buff. So this is good. So you go right of assembly, protest speech, any other pathing. This is the better. With this, you usually want one of them because it gives you more pop growth. I'm gonna explain in the video of pop growth, but you usually want to go workers protection or regulatory bodies, depending on your country you are. Both of them, I mean, both of them, they are super fine. And but if you can choose, you usually want to go this because they give you, it gives minimum wages to the people, so they are more richer. Like you lose a bit of productivity, but they are more richer now, your people, so they consume more, so it's fine. You always want to go compulsory primary school first because you can increase more the institution of education to the tier 5 and you get less mortality to the people, so you get more pop growth. Dependence for income it's fine, you can lose them, it's not a problem. Okay, with that, it's easy. You usually want to go always legal warship and then swap to woman suffrage or woman in workplace. Oh no, sorry. Oh, it's 10%. I say nothing. Sorry. They changed it. You always want to go to women's suffrage, always, but literally always. It gives you 50% workforce ratio. I'm gonna talk about population really in the video of pop growth because this is important. But let me just tell you, workforce ratio is OP. It's OP thing. It's super OP. But yeah. The thing is, when you are in property woman, it's the harder go to woman suffrage. But if you are a legal warship, it's super easy go to suffrage. So when you are here, you may max the pop growth because that gives you pop growth, and eventually you can go woman suffrage super easy with no any problem, and you have the 50% workforce ratio. So nice. Poor laws. Okay, you can choose whatever, less old age pension, because if, as you see, it gives you it removes you 1% of ratio, or the workforce ratio, and by institution. Like the tier 5, it removes you 5% of workforce ratio. This is a bullshit thing. You can go to poor laws, wage subsidies, or no. All of them are fine, but if you don't want to spend like bureaucracy in trash things, you can go no social security and whatever. This is shit. And this is shit. I don't it's bad laws. They are bad laws. Okay. Migration control. You usually, if you want migrations, you want to go this. I'm gonna talk about that in immigrations. But yeah, this is the best law if you want migrations. If you don't want to like have migrations and you don't care about anything, you maybe can go this because this is fine. And you want like have immigrations to United States, but you usually want to go migration controls or non-migration controls because yeah, you want sometimes migrations. I don't know. Maybe with France, if you go like authority bro, maybe you can go closed borders. Yeah. But sometimes it's a bit hard to put this law. But if you're in your industrial side, you can go this law super easy. This slavery. I'm going to talk about this in population laws because this is population also. But if you don't want slaves, slavery banned. But I'm going to talk about why slaves are OP. Slaves are super good. You don't want to lose slaves. But yeah, if you are scared of slaves, go slavery banned. Easy to understand. Okay, this is situational. You never go guilty system. This is a shit thing. But you can go combination acts to corporate. If you want to go fascist, this is super good corporate unions. If you want to chill out, you don't care about like you don't want to be, you want to be liberal, you want to play with your interventionism, with your democracy, blah blah. Right to associate, easy. It removes the radicals, labor work movement, pop attraction, trade unions, political strange. That's nice. If you go this or this, you are like make them like you made the communists like be stronger, because if you see they get a lot of pop attraction, and same with this. Usually prefer to go right to associate. Okay, this is super liberal. If you want to do a communist, go combination acts. Really, I mean, because slowly they will get a lot of population, and soon they will be super strong. And never go guild system. Really, this is super bad because it removes a lot of qualifications. Yeah, and yeah, this is all you need to know. I think it was the. That was enough. I think you now understand like which laws you want to go, and explained a bit about the population ones. I'm gonna do the next video will be about that. So yeah, thank you for your time. Kiss kiss.